Hey guys, this is Adam Lane with PocketNow.com, and in this video we're going to compare the Nokia Lumia 900 with the HTC Titan II. Let's check them out. Okay, we just finished a benchmark for speed tests between the HTC Titan II and the Nokia Lumia 900. Lumia got an 85 overall score, while the Titan II got a 98 overall score, and you can see the results here. Overall, we see a much faster speed over here, except for the data area. Anyway, let's go and do some screen tests. So hopefully we'll be able to see a difference here. There's your color ramp. And let's look at the blacks. So we see quite a difference in the blacks. Much more of a black here. We see barely a difference in the bezel, whereas this is a much grayer black. Now let's look at the whites. Both of these are on maximum brightness, by the way. We see much better whites over here on the Titan II. Whereas these whites are very gray. So there's a difference there. Let's look at the spectrum. Looks pretty smooth. I kind of see a little bit of a line on the Lumia 900. So I think the smoother gradients are over here. Pretty good. Better whites over here. And let's do the color angle. Let's see how that changes. Some of that was reflection. So there's your screen differences. Better blacks over here, better whites over here, bigger size over here. So there's some differences there. Now let's go into, let's see the web browser. Alright, we're going to do some HTML5 tests. Of course, Fish.IE. Both of these are on Wi-Fi as well, so it's fair. Now we can see a little bit of a difference in the frames per second. We're actually getting a little bit faster on the Titan II. 47 over here, 52 over here. So we got a little bit better HTML5 rendering. So let's see how quickly it renders the desktop version of PocketNow. Both of those pretty close. And we're both doing pretty quickly. Not a huge difference. Alright, next up, let's try a game. Let's see if there's any difference here. Launching Angry Birds. Both are doing very well. Pretty close. Let's see if we can get this synced up again. Same. And that's exactly the same. No difference in speed noticeable there. Let's see about launching the camera. Ready? Very, very close. Alright, so performance-wise, we're looking very close, even though technically the Titan II is faster. Now, what about the hardware? I mean, the feel of it. This is a very unique feel on the Lumia 900. This polycarbonate body. Whereas this Titan II, it's kind of plasticky. It's soft touch up there. It's not a terribly unique design in terms of HTC's other phones, but it's pretty nice. We got the curve here. Let's see what sound they make when we drop them. Titan II bounces a little. And the camera button, I'm going to give the winner to the Titan II because it feels different. There's actually a little texture there, whereas this feels the same as everything else. And we have a nice half press feel and a full press feel, whereas this one is much more subtle in the half pressing. Now let's look at the differences in the camera settings. So right here we see some differences. You have panorama shot, burst shots, and we also have a little indicator here of your automatic scene. So it's choosing a night scene right there, and you see the little icon. Pressing that doesn't do anything. It actually thinks you're pressing the viewfinder and will take a picture. We have scenes intelligent auto, which seems to work pretty well. We have lots of scene options here. Whereas over here we have just automatic scenes and not so many options. We have effects to choose from. All sorts of vintage filters, overexposing. Lots of different things there. We have smile capturing. We can turn that on. We have resolution of 16 megapixels and lots of different options there. Whereas over here we just have white balance, exposure value. There are some effects though, just a few. Contrast, saturation, let's move along here. Face detection we have. There's our white balance, brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, auto ISO, and we have resolution 8 megapixels for your choice, and a couple other choices there on the Nokia. But we still have more on the HTC. Red eye reduction, you can turn that on. Image stabilization, it's not optical, but that's okay. Metering mode, flicker adjustment, so we have a lot more options in the HTC Titan II camera. Next, let's look at what kind of value-added apps each of these phones comes with or you can download for free. First off, they're both from AT&T, so you both get all the same AT&T apps. So these are all the same. We have some of them are already bundled with the phone when you buy it. But here's our difference. We have Nokia Collection and we have HTC apps. So this is going to be a deciding point. Over on Nokia we have ACC Sports, Univision, CNN, ESPN, Elmo, Creative Studio, which gives you all sorts of filters. You can do panoramic photo combinations. So it kind of, where we have it built into the camera here, we have a little app that we can make panoramas with. It also includes all sorts of alteration filters, cropping, exposure levels. So that's a really good app. We also have the app highlights, which is kind of comparable to the HTC Hub, except it doesn't have weather. It just kind of suggests some apps. Nokia Drive is kind of comparable to Locations on HTC. Nokia Drive includes free downloads for all sorts of map data around the world, however. Locations give you a 30-day trial of all those maps around the world. But after that, you're going to have to pay a fee to either use them forever or use them by the month. You know, whichever one you choose. This is a DLNA app, so you can stream media from other DLNA devices. We do not have one of those on Nokia. Tango, anybody can download. Dock mode. Photo enhancers, more filters. There's a unit converter, list, notes, flashlight, which will turn on your flashes on the back of the device. Compass, calculator. So we got a lot of apps over here. Over here we have Nokia Maps, which is kind of a different version of Local Scout, where you can find locations. Nokia Transit is a really nice app for getting directions using public transportation. Contacts Transfer will transfer contacts over Bluetooth. So both of these devices have a lot of extra free apps from HTC and from Nokia, and there's quite a difference in your selection. So both of these phones have AT&T LTE high-speed data, so you're going to get really fast internet access. There's a difference in the cameras. The Titan II has a 16 megapixel camera, whereas the Lumia 900 has only an 8 megapixel camera. We'll show you some tests of those later on, so check that out. Now the only other thing that we need to compare between these two is the price tag. Titan II is going to be $199 with a 2-year contract, whereas the Lumia 900 is only $99 with a 2-year contract. So the differences are better whites, bigger screen, more megapixels in the camera, versus a cheaper price, better blacks on the screen, smaller screen, kind of a better material. So there's your comparison between the Nokia Lumia 900 and the HTC Titan II. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and that's it for now.